more power doesn't always mean better driving. Sometimes it's just too much for the average person to handle. Today, we're taking a look at the top 7 cars that have way too much power, machines that can push your skills to the limit and beyond. But what happens when this much horsepower is unleashed in the wrong hands?
Bugatti Chiron.
When you're talking about horsepower, Bugatti doesn't mess around. 1,479 horsepower to be exact. This hypercar is so fast it can reach 60 miles per hour in under 2.5 seconds. That's faster than most supercars can reach at their top speed. But here's the thing, with that kind of acceleration, even the slightest mistake on the road can have catastrophic consequences. The Bugatti Chiron isn't just about raw power, it's about handling it. It's designed for speed, not for your average driver. And that's where the trouble starts. A car this powerful demands an immense level of control and skill, which many drivers simply don't have. In fact, a test driver once came dangerously close to losing control during a high-speed test on a straight stretch of road. And while the Chiron is equipped with some of the best safety features in the world, nothing beats the experience and precision of a seasoned professional behind the wheel.
Dodge Challenger SRT Demon.
Ever wondered what it feels like to drive a car that's essentially a drag strip on wheels? The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon isn't just a car, it's an experience. With 840 horsepower and a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 2.3 seconds, it's built for one purpose: speed. But this kind of power isn't for everyone. It's so raw and aggressive that even the slightest mistake can send you into a spin. The Demon doesn't give you the luxury of making mistakes. You have to be ready for it, and that's what makes it so dangerous. It's not about raw power. It's about managing that power when it decides to let loose. And it doesn't stop there. The Demon's torque, 808 pound-feet, is enough to make your arm shake when you unleash it, making it even more unpredictable.
Koenigsegg Jesco Absolute.
Here's a car that's made to break records, and it's got the power to match. The Koenigsegg Jesco Absolute is a hypercar with 1,600 horsepower, designed for insane top speeds. Its purpose? To surpass 330 miles per hour. But here's the catch. While most cars would be lucky to reach 200 miles per hour without falling apart, the Jesco is pushing the limits of not just speed, but human reaction time. At that speed, every movement, every shift feels magnified, and even the slightest mistake can be fatal. This isn't a car for just any driver. It's a car for a professional, someone who understands the consequences of pushing the limits of both the car and their own abilities. When Koenigsegg engineers tested the Jesco, they had to rewrite safety protocols just to keep up with its capabilities. You can't just hop in and go full throttle unless you're prepared to face the extreme demands it requires.
Tesla Model S Plaid.
Electric doesn't mean gentle. Just ask Tesla's Model S Plaid. The Model S Plaid doesn't need a roaring engine to make an impact. It makes its presence known with a staggering 1,020 horsepower and a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of just 1.99 seconds. It's one of the fastest production cars on the planet, and it's fully electric. The shock factor? You don't hear it coming until it's already gone. The Plaid can catapult you into another dimension of acceleration, making it hard for even experienced drivers to manage its power. While the Plaid may offer a cleaner ride, its raw speed means drivers need to take it slow and steady, especially on roads that aren't built to handle such lightning-fast starts. And it's not just the acceleration. The handling requires a level of skill to match its power. Drive it wrong, and you might end up fighting the wheel more than enjoying the ride.
Ferrari 812 Superfast.
Ferrari's 812 Superfast is an intimidating name, and the car lives up to it. With 800 horsepower under the hood, the Ferrari 812 Superfast can rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds. And while that sounds thrilling, it's more than most drivers are prepared for. The rear-wheel drive chassis and the ferocious power make it easy to lose control, especially on tight corners. Even professional drivers struggle to fully harness the 812's potential. It's a car that demands respect. The 812 might be beautiful and fast, but its power is a double-edged sword. Don't expect to take this on a joyride without knowing how to handle its unpredictable nature. Many owners of the 812 admit to never pushing it to its absolute limits. After all, no one wants to be the one who can't tame Ferrari's fastest creation.
McLaren Speedtail.
What do you get when you combine a 1,035 horsepower hybrid engine with futuristic design? The McLaren Speedtail is a hypercar designed for top speed and jaw-dropping acceleration, reaching a top speed of 250 miles per hour. With its combination of hybrid technology and extraordinary power, it doesn't just go fast, it challenges the limits of human reaction and car engineering. For everyday drivers, handling a car like this is nearly impossible without years of advanced training. While the Speedtail might seem like a dream come true, the reality is that its power and speed are too much for most people. The challenge is in the control, knowing exactly when to push and when to hold back. During testing, McLaren's drivers had to undergo specialized training courses just to safely navigate the Speedtail, and even they don't feel completely comfortable pushing it to its ultimate limits.
Remac Nea. Electric cars might be known for their quiet efficiency, but Remac's Nea is a whole different beast. The Remac Nea pushes out a jaw-dropping 1,914 horsepower, making it not just the fastest electric car, but one of the most powerful production cars in the world. The insane torque and acceleration make it feel more like a fighter jet than a road car. For any driver, this kind of power demands hyper-awareness and precision, a level of skill few possess. Even the most experienced drivers can struggle to handle a car like this. The Nea's power is almost too much to tame, and the slightest error could send you into a spin. Test drivers found themselves gripping the wheel far harder than they expected, their palms sweating as the car shot forward with ferocious intensity. It's an experience that you can only truly understand when behind the wheel.
Are you ready to drive these powerhouses, or would you rather stick with something more manageable?
With all this power, there's more than just speed to worry about. Think about the strain on brakes, tires, and suspension. When you're driving these cars, you're not just battling the raw horsepower. The braking system has to keep up, and the tires have to grip even when you're pushing them to their limits. What happens when that fails? Well, the consequences can be catastrophic. These cars aren't just about acceleration. They're about everything working in perfect harmony. When one part fails, the entire experience can turn deadly.
Driving cars with such intense power also requires skills most drivers don't have. High-performance cars are designed for professionals, and without the right experience, you're asking for trouble. Knowing how to control a car at 200 miles per hour is far different from taking a leisurely drive to the store. If you're planning on driving one of these powerhouses, don't forget the importance of skill, training, and experience. It's not about just having the car, it's about knowing how to drive it safely.
We've seen that more power often means more risk. And sometimes the most powerful cars are the ones that shouldn't be touched unless you're a pro. Stick around for our next video.